Kak seneng banget minggu ini Kak Devina bisa kembali menemani adik-adik for another Sunday online service. Oke, kakak berharap adik-adik semua juga dalam kondisi yang sehat dan luar biasa. Oke, as per usual, sebelum kita mulai ke Sunday service kita, we're gonna start with a prayer. So I want you guys to put your best prayer position. Lipat tangannya, tutup matanya, and we're gonna pray. Tuhan Yesus, terima kasih untuk pagi hari ini. Kalau Tuhan sudah bisa mengembalikan kami semua to join another Sunday service, Tuhan, Engkau yang berkati kami, siapkan hati dan pikiran kami untuk kami Sunday service hari ini, Tuhan. Menyerahkan ibadah kami dari awal sampai akhir ke dalam tangan Tuhan Yesus. Terima kasih Tuhan Yesus, hanya dalam nama Tuhan Yesus kami sudah berdoa dan mengucap syukur. Terima kasih. Haleluya. Amin. Woo! Okay, good job adik-adik. Okay, now it's time for you guys to stand up because you know what it is. We're gonna sing and dance. Let's go. Up, up, up.
Rocket Church.
Moving on, moving on, moving on in faith. Trusting Jesus everywhere I go, that His love will light the way.
Your words, a lamp that lights the darkest night when I can't find my way. Your ways are better than the plans I make, so I won't be afraid because you're good. I know it. Your faithfulness you show me every day in every way. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust you. You've been faithful time and time again. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, I know you're with me and you're faithful to the end.
Moving on, moving on in faith. Trusting Jesus everywhere I go, that His love will light the way.
Your heart sees inside my deepest parts and never turns away. Your ways are better than the plans I make, so I won't be afraid because you're good. I know it. Your faithfulness you show me every day in every way. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust you. You've been faithful time and time again. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, I know you're with me and you're faithful to the end.
Moving on, moving on in faith. Trusting Jesus everywhere I go, that His love will light the way. Moving on, moving on, moving on in faith. Trusting Jesus everywhere I go, that His love will light the way.
Jesus, Jesus, how I trust you. You've been faithful time and time again. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, I know you're with me and you're faithful to the end.
If I fly on the wings of eagles, far beyond the stars, if I sink to the depths of oceans, even there you are. Before me, behind me, above me, below me, you surround me, you sustain me, promise that you'll always keep me. Before me, behind me, above me, below me, you surround me, you sustain me, promise that you'll always keep me safe inside your love, safe inside your love, safe inside your love, safe inside your love.
day I took a breath, you had a plan for my every step. You promised to always be by my side. I believe that you are the way, you are the truth, you are the light. So I sing this to you. You keep your promises every day. I will believe in everything that you say. Yeah, in the dark I know you're making a way. Jesus, I will trust you. You're always good at everything that you do, and I know everything that you say is true. And every moment you are leading me through. Jesus, I will trust you. I wanna be honest and true and do what's right the way you do. You're teaching me to take a stand and live for you, 'cause I believe that you are the way, you are the truth, you are the light. So I sing this to you. You keep your promises every day. I will believe in everything that you say. Yeah, in the dark I know you're making a way. Jesus, I will trust you. You're always good at everything that you do, and I know everything that you say is true. And every moment you are leading me through. Jesus, I will trust you. Even in the moments I feel alone, I know I can trust that you're working and holding my world in your hands. Even in the moments I feel alone, I know I can trust that you're working and holding my world in your hands. You are the way, you are the truth, you are the light. So I sing this to you. You keep your promises every day. I will believe in everything that you say. Yeah, in the dark I know you're making a way. Jesus, I will trust you. You're always good at everything that you do, and I know everything that you say is true. And every moment you are leading me through. Jesus, I will trust you.
Okay, good job adik-adik semuanya. I hope you guys all have fun through our praise session, dancing around. Okay, but now I want you guys to go back to your focus and sit properly position. Remember our rules. Karena sekarang kita waktunya mau Bible lesson. Who's ready for a very, very, very good Bible lesson this week? Can I hear your voice? Oke, tapi sebelum kita nonton our Bible lesson, we're gonna go back to our prayer position and we're gonna pray and prepare our hearts. Okay, let's pray. Tuhan Yesus, terima kasih untuk kesempatan kami masih bisa memuji nama-Mu Tuhan. Semoga pujian kami bisa menjadi persembahan yang terbaik buat Tuhan Yesus. Tuhan Yesus, sekarang kita mau dengerin firman Tuhan. Biar Tuhan yang berkati kami, Engkau yang siapkan hati dan pikiran kami dan juga telinga kami Tuhan, supaya kami bisa fokus dan mengerti firman Tuhan hari ini. Terima kasih Tuhan Yesus, menyerahkan semuanya ke dalam tangan-Mu. Hanya dalam waktu Yesus kami sudah berdoa dan mengucap syukur. Terima kasih. Haleluya. Amin.
Welcome to Story Lab. This week we're talking about courage while we take a look at the story of someone who faced a pretty dark night. Oh, and don't miss this.
Hey, I'm Amaya,
And I'm Zeke.
and we're talking about courage.
That's being brave enough to do what you should do even when you're afraid.
Even when something unexpected happens.
Unexpected.
How do you feel about the dark?
A little nervous. I mean, I can't see. Can we please have the lights back? Hey!
Lots of people don't like the dark. So I thought we could try something to make dark fun.
Oh, laser tag.
Pew, 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 pew. Or something kids can try at home.
Flashlight tag?
Pew, pew, pew. Or glow-in-the-dark slime.
Oh, I've never made slime.
Me neither.
Alrighty then, let's make it. Okay, what do we use for this experiment?
All right, so we have clear school glue, water, baking soda, and glow powder. First, we put in the glue. Perfect. Next, we add the water. Yes. Next, baking soda. And finally, we add the glow powder. So pretty. And now we stir. And make sure you stir really good. Come on, Zeke, put some muscle in it.
That is not slime.
Not yet, because we still need slime activator.
Saline, my mom uses that to clean her contact lenses.
It contains borate ions.
Glue is made of long chains of molecules called polymers that slide easily past each other. When borate ions are added, they cross-link the protein molecules in the glue so they can no longer slide easily past each other.
So borate ions glue the glue?
Pretty much.
Cool. Let's see what happens. Slime activate!
All right, I'll pour it, you stir.
Oh, I can already feel it hardening. So disgusting and weirdly satisfying.
I know, right?
Get the lights. Whoa.
Look at it glow. That is so cool.
Oh,
I want some.
it's all slimy.
Oh. So cool.
Oh, it's everywhere. Snot in my hands. Oh.
I'm getting all of it. No.
Woo!
Ah!
Okay, the dark can be pretty fun.
Yes, unless you're joined in the dark by extra big, hungry cats.
Is that a spoiler?
Yes, it's time for...
The story before the story.
Today, we're in book 27 of the Old Testament, Daniel.
God had promised to bless the whole world through Abraham's family, the Israelites. God delivered them from slavery and led them to freedom in the land of Canaan.
God gave the Israelites kings to lead them, but while some kings like David listened to God, many of the kings ignored God.
These kings even led the people to worship false gods. And at last, God allowed the Israelites to be conquered by foreign nations.
Yeah, some of the Israelites were even marched off as captives to Babylon.
But one of these captives, a man named Daniel, still loved God and prayed to God every day. And Daniel is a hero of today's story.
Let's go!
Daniel was taken to Babylon as a young man, but even as a captive, he still stood up for the one true God.
We won't make ourselves unclean by eating the king's food. Test us for 10 days. Give us only vegetables to eat.
God blessed Daniel and made him strong and wise. That wisdom and courage gained Daniel a lot of respect, and he actually served as an advisor to several foreign kings over his lifetime. One of them was King Darius, who conquered Babylon. Now, when King Darius took charge, he placed 120 officials over the whole kingdom and put 3 governors over them. One of these 3 men was Daniel. Daniel was so trustworthy and did such a good job that Darius actually made plans to put Daniel in charge of the other 2 governors. So when these other 2 rulers found out about the plan, they were pretty angry. they decided to find something wrong with Daniel they could tell the king about. But even though they spied on Daniel, they couldn't find a thing he'd done wrong.
Not one single lie!
But Daniel does have this thing about praying to his God.
3 times a day like clockwork.
The jealous governors and officials perfected a sneaky plan and took it to King Darius.
King Darius, may you live forever.
You're so incredibly amazing. We think you should make a special command. What is it?
For the next 30 days, no one in the whole kingdom can pray to anyone but you.
I like it. And if they pray to someone else, they get thrown into a lion's den. Where do I sign?
Oh, well, King Darius was so flattered that he gave orders for the law to be written down, and he signed it at once. And you have to know this. Once a law of the Medes and Persians was written down, it could not be changed, even by the king himself. When Daniel found out about the law, it would have been easy enough to change his routine and stop going home to pray every day. But Daniel's love for God was greater than his fear of lions. The next morning, as every morning, Daniel knelt in his room and prayed to God.
Thank you that you are always with me, God. Help me honor you in everything I do.
Daniel went to his room to pray again at noon and in the evening, even though he probably knew the other officials were watching him. And sure enough, they were delighted to find Daniel disobeying the king's law. Oh, they rushed after the king as fast as they could.
King Darius, didn't you sign an order that for 30 days no one can pray to anyone but you?
Huh? Oh, I did. Or they'd be thrown into a lion's den. Well, no one would risk it.
Except Daniel.
He still prays to his God 3 times every day.
When Darius realized he'd been trapped, he was very upset. He didn't want Daniel to be harmed, but even he couldn't find a way around the law. So at sunset, the king called for Daniel to be brought out and thrown in the lion's den.
Daniel, you always serve your God faithfully, so may he save you.
Then Daniel was shoved into the dark den, and a stone was placed over the entrance. Now, we don't know exactly what Daniel felt alone in that deep, dark place with prowling lions. But in the palace, the king was so sick with fear he couldn't sleep. As soon as the sun rose, he hurried back to the lion's den.
Daniel, you serve the living God. Has he been able to save you from the lion?
Morning sunlight revealed Daniel with the powerful lions curled up around him, tame as house cats.
My God sent his angel to shut the mouths of the lions. They haven't hurt me at all.
Oh, lift him out of the den at once.
Daniel was completely unharmed. The king was so amazed that he wrote a letter to everyone in the kingdom.
I order people in every part of my kingdom to respect and honor Daniel's God. He is the living God. He has saved Daniel from the power of the lions.
Daniel continued to serve the king, and because of Daniel's courage, every person in the land heard about the one true God. The end.
A whole den full of lions. Daniel must have been so scared.
Oh, for sure, but he could look back on the times that God had helped him. He trusted God to be with him no matter what.
So, what's our part in this story?
Well, okay, maybe your mom told you to take the trash to the curb hours ago, but you forgot and now it's dark. It might be tempting to just skip it, but you can trust God to be with you while you do it.
Or maybe you have to give a book report in front of the whole class and it's your first time, so you're super nervous.
It would be easy to just tell the teacher you lost your voice and can't quite do it.
Yeah, but truth is, you can trust that God is with you even in front of the class.
Yeah, God knows we all struggle with fear sometimes. That's one of the reasons God gave us Jesus. When we believe in Jesus and follow him, we have God's Spirit to help us face anything that comes our way, from a book report to a barking dog to a mean kid.
I think we've got it.
Thank you, Brian.
See you next time.
So here's the thing. You can do what you should because God is with you.
Too bad Daniel didn't have this stuff to glow in the lion's den.
Yeah, I don't think you can ever get that out of big cat fur.
I don't think I'm ever gonna get it off my hands.
Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab. See you next time.
Oke, adik-adik, Bible story recap, oke? Di minggu ini kita mau belajar that you should do what is right because God is with you. You know, minggu ini kita belajar dari satu cerita yang diambil dari Daniel 6 yang menceritakan tentang kisahnya si Daniel ini yang walaupun di dalam kesusahan, dia dijebak, mau dibunuh, tapi dia tetap melakukan yang benar di mata Tuhan. Jadi dia itu ditangkap di satu negara yang tidak menyembah Tuhan sama sekali. Tetapi dia, karena dia cinta sama Tuhan, dia tetap setia berdoa sama Tuhan. Nah, tapi karena kesetiaannya ini untuk selalu berdoa kepada Tuhan, dia akhirnya ditangkap dan dimasukkan ke dalam gua singa. Gua yang banyak singanya dan dia satu-satunya manusia yang ada di gua itu. Tapi karena Tuhan selalu bersama dengan Daniel dan dia tahu kalau Daniel itu selalu setia berdoa dan respect God, Tuhan melindungi Daniel dari singa-singa ini. Singa-singa ini nggak makan si Daniel walaupun mereka tuh sangat dalam keadaan yang lapar, tapi dia nggak makan si Daniel ini dan akhirnya Daniel ini dapat keluar dari gua singa dengan tidak tersakiti apapun. Nah, adik-adik dari cerita ini kita mau belajar dan Tuhan juga mau mengingatkan kita that we always have to remember that God is always with us, so we can always do what is right. Jadi kita harus ingat, ketika Tuhan selalu bersama kita, Tuhan pasti akan memenuhi kita dengan keberanian dan rasa tidak takut, tidak khawatir, sehingga kita bisa melakukan apa yang benar di mata Tuhan. Oke, adik-adik, so I hope that you can remember this story and probably apply it to your daily life. Mungkin misalnya kalau adik-adik lagi sekolah dan kayak kalian di dalam suatu keadaan yang kalian nih takut untuk melakukan sesuatu yang benar. Nah, kalian bisa ingat cerita ini dan mendapatkan kekuatan karena kalian ingat kalau Tuhan tuh selalu dengan adik-adik. Oke, that's it for this week, adik-adik. We're gonna close with a prayer. So put your prayer position and we're gonna pray. Tuhan Yesus, terima kasih untuk ibadah hari ini Tuhan. Terima kasih kalau Tuhan sudah mengingatkan that you always with us Tuhan, supaya kami bisa mendapat kekuatan dan kami juga gak takut Tuhan to do what is right when everything is wrong around us Tuhan. Terima kasih Tuhan untuk hari ini. Biar Engkau yang kembalikan kami lagi Tuhan minggu depan for another online service Tuhan. Menyerahkan aktivitas kami selanjutnya ke dalam tangan-Mu, biar Engkau yang sertai, Engkau yang pimpin. Terima kasih Tuhan Yesus. Hanya dalam waktu Yesus kami sudah berdoa dan bersyukur. Terima kasih. Haleluya, amin. Oke, adik-adik, we'll see you next week. Don't forget to tune in, or maybe you can go to our offline service at church. Okay, see you. Bye, Emmanuel.